Welcome to an overview of Packet Tracer. Your lab manual will specify a file to be loaded from the CD that's included with your lab manual. After opening the file, you probably need to go to Options, select Preferences, you want to make sure the Hide Device label is unchecked. You should go ahead and check Show Link Lights. And you may want to check Port Labels Always Shown. When the file is open, some instructions will also be presented. At the top of these instructions, we see a table that lists the devices that are displayed in the workspace. Notice device R1, which is here, has two interfaces. One is an Ethernet interface, which is labeled as FA0/0. The other is a serial interface, which is S0/0/0. Each interface has been configured with an IP address and subnet mask. We see the same is true for the other devices that are listed. We see that the Eagle server IP address is 192.168.254.254, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and it has been configured with a default gateway as well. And this is the Eagle server. Okay, let's scroll down. You can read the background at your leisure. Notice there's some information about the Check Results button. At the end of this activity, the completion percentage should be 100. Okay, going on to task 1, step 1. Again, this area is the logical workspace. Right, step 2, symbols navigation. The symbol navigations area is located in the bottom left area. I selected the router symbol, and notice displayed are some routers that are available. I can select a router and place it on the workspace. I'll do it again. I can select many devices and place them on the workspace. Okay, now let's go ahead and delete these two devices. We're going to go to the right column and select the delete icon, and then click a device, go back to the delete icon, and click the other router. All right, let's work with the navigation or symbol navigation a little more. Okay, let's select the switch or switches icon. We see there are some other switches available. The 2960 switch is actually the device that we use in the classroom. Okay. There are hubs, wireless devices, connections, which are cables. Okay. And let's go to end devices. Okay, we see a PC, laptop, server, printer, IP phone. Some refer to this as voice over IP phone, TV, and some other devices. Okay, going back to the instructions. Okay, under task 2, step 1, we are asked to use the auto connection feature. Okay, so go ahead and click Connections. Then we're going to click the Auto Connection icon. Click the Eagle Server, and then click R1. Notice the connection was made for us. If we didn't use the Auto Connect feature, we would have to select the appropriate cable to go with the appropriate interface. And we will learn more about the appropriate cable and interface in later chapters. All right, let's examine the mouse over feature. Notice the mouse over gives us information about the server, such as the link is up. It shows us the IP address, MAC address, default gateway address. Okay, let's mouse over the router. We see two interfaces have been configured with IP addresses. Okay, note the F0/0 or Fast Ethernet 0/0 is up, and it's been configured with 192.168.254.253 IP address. Let's go back to the table at the top of the instruction. Take a look at R1. We see that FA0/0 should be configured with 192.168.254.253. This table should correspond with the IP addresses assigned to the interfaces of the devices located within the logical workspace. Okay, we're going to do a mouse over the PC or PC1A. You see that PC1A link is down. That's probably because there's no cable attached. Let's go ahead and go back to the connections icon, and let's select copper straight through. Okay, let's click the PC. Notice there are two options. The Fast Ethernet is the appropriate option for this cable, so we'll select it. Let's click the switch. Notice that there are many ports available on the switch. Notice that Fast Ethernet 0/2 is not available to us. That is because 0/2 is being occupied by another connection to another device. So let's select one of those options that are available. I can tell you now the console port is not the appropriate option for this particular cable. So we can select any Fast Ethernet or gigabit port. Right, we've made the connection, and note that we have an amber flash. That's okay. That will transpire for about 50 seconds. After about 50 seconds, the link should turn green, which is an indication that the link is up. We'll learn more about these lights in Net 225. Okay, going on to step 3. Let's examine a router. I'm going to click R1. Okay, we see a physical tab, and the physical tab shows us the physical exterior of the device. All right, here's an expansion bay. Let's attempt to move the expansion bay cover by dragging it to the expansion card module list. Wow, can't do that. It says cannot remove a module when the power is on. Let's power down the device. Let's remove the cover. And we see that the cover exposes the expansion bay. Let's insert an expansion card, power on the device, and if we click the CLI tab, we'll see that the device is actually booting.